What's a term for you? You were the boys in our last campaign, and I keep defaulting back to that. But
the gang.
The gang kind of works.
The gangbangers.
The heisties.
No.
The feisty heisties.
The feisty. The heisty.
The
heisty feisty fisters.
Oh. Any other time, I'd love that.
It's Blood Feud with a sheep. A moose juice for me, please, Stephen. Delicious.
Okay, Clark.
Delicious, nutritious.
High in oats or wheat or barley. Probably barley.
I think horses love oats.
Guinness is made from oats, yes?
No, it's all barley.
It's all barley? Well then.
Barley mash.
Thank you, sir. Or is it made from moose juices? They squeeze a moose onto a giant juicer.
But where do they squeeze the moose?
Everywhere.
Onto a giant juicer. You had a haircut.
Yeah.
I just noticed that just now. So you're freshly shaven and new haircut.
Yes, indeed.
Your head is now lighter than ever before.
Shorn.
I'm Steven, and I play Shun, a halfling monk.
Hi, my name is Rod, and I play Alicordia, a human rogue.
I'm Scott. I'm your gamekeeper, and I do all the NPCs.
I'm Clark, and I play Losian, the half-elf cleric. Who wants to recap us?
There's a town to the west of here, about a couple days' ride, that has had a bit of a, let's call it a law enforcement problem. And now some weird stuff's been going on in the town, and it is disrupting my plans. And I would like it resolved.
We were told here to come here to deal with the Shire Reeve issue. Maybe a mysterious blackmailer is upset because the new Shire Reeve is starting to actually do a good job.
You make your way to the Temple of Timora. I'm Father Boots.
Yeah, do you know anything about, like, the merchants who are supposed to come to town here?
Shh. It's not safe to talk here. Where are you staying?
You hear a scream from somewhere in town.
Father Boots was murdered.
No, I think something nefarious is occurring here. There have been people getting hired here to go missing.
While this is going on, Alicordia has gone back to the inn.
You hear a sound. Someone tried to open your door. Y'all are not murderers. I'd like to work with you on this. Perhaps we could cooperate. And you say you're here to shop? Are you here for my killer deals?
I go hide in Reginald's store, and then, you know, when you guys leave, like, maybe he'll let something slip.
And he leads you into the barn, completely and utterly oblivious to the fact that someone is still shopping in the store. All we have is, and he points to a produce stand filled with fresh meat. The display looks pristine and brand new. It also looks like it's built out of reclaimed wood, perhaps.
Oh, they've dismantled the carriage and turned it into a meat stand. I'm by no means a butcher, but do I recognize any animal cuts on this, or is there anything that perhaps resembles human cuts? That's a one.
It's mystery meat.
I'm trying to listen for a bit here.
Okay, you hear Reginald. He's like talking to all four of his staff. Yes, gather around. Staff meeting. They have this meeting right next to your crate. So you are absolutely stuck there for 42 minutes.
I bet you the Shun's getting to the bottom of this.
The two of you, as you're making your way to the alderman's, you're walking down. A man runs up to you. Fresh blood coming down his neck. And he grabs onto Losian. And he looks you in the eyes and he goes, it was the... As John Cryer falls on the ground, blood casting out as his eyes glaze over in your arms, and he passes.
Yeah, Shun is currently hiding in Reginald's store in a crate, and They've just been talking forever.
No, I just need some softer toilet paper.
Shun's just pounding on the side, but nobody hears him. He's like,
Could maybe the quadruple ply would be
One of the
nice.
employees has sat down on the lid of the box. The Shun's literally pinned in the box
On
now.
to question number 2. It's Shirine's birthday. Everyone gather round.
Yeah.
It's my understanding that you made an
Happy
oatmeal
birthday.
cake.
It was a cake, yeah.
Yes, now, we couldn't afford any sugar because prices are key. However, we did buy sugar substitute.
Are there fish in the crate? What's in the
I
crate?
think I picked an empty crate.
Squid.
it turns out they're live squid.
It's
Can I roll just a
live octopi.
Can I roll just a random luck check on
Yeah.
how lucky I got?
Just the worst.
And then it's like,
It's an
tentacle
11.
porn
I don't know if
starts
I add
happening.
anything to a luck check, but
Bananas.
okay, that's lovable.
in your butt.
It's a crate of bananas. Not uncomfortable.
Are there
Not
any banana
comfortable.
spiders?
No, none that you're aware of. It's the kind of thing where
Shun has a raging erection for the next 48 hours and then dies.
because of the spiders.
Isn't that a thing? Have you guys never heard that?
What?
Oh, spider
we've
bites
all-
on your dick?
We've all been.
No,
young.
no, no. There was a. Okay, I don't know if this is maybe not a thing. Did you never hear that the spiders that
The banana
come in banana
spiders.
crates, the banana spiders, yeah. If they bit you, they were poisonous, and it would, for a male, give you an erection that lasted 24 hours or something, and then you just drop dead. Has no one ever heard that one?
No, that's new.
No,
No,
that's
but I
new,
like
right?
it.
Okay.
Need
I
more
mean-
bananas.
That happens in this world now. So that's a thing. The staff meeting appears like it's kind of finally breaking up. And you can hear people start to go their separate ways. And then you hear as someone sits down on top of your banana box and he says,
I've always wanted someone to sit down on top of my banana box.
"Oh, Reginald, you shouldn't talk out loud to yourself. It's so incriminating. Do we feel regret? Sometimes. Oh, my next meeting is here." And a church group comes in and they start setting chairs up.
So Shun is about to be like, oh, I'm about to get the scoop. And then, oh, my next. You tease you.
Where are the two of you hoping to head?
Well, we've got the body
You've got this body. What's your plan with it? Are you gonna?
Well, isn't Benjamin Sell with us?
He is, but he's for the most part seeming to be cooperating with you, and he's looking at you and he's making eye contact, "Oh man, what's our play here? What do you think?"
Well, Alicordia looks at Benjamin Sell and is like, well, this obviously shows that we're not murderers too. This kind of leaves us of any suspicion of murdering people in the town, because this guy just came up to us and he died.
Well, I mean, technically, when I arrived, you were just holding a man with his neck slit, but let's not
What? No, I wasn't.
purtle on issues. One of you held him.
What? You were walking with us and this man came up to us.
Yeah, but I turned to sneeze, and when I turned back, a murder had been done.
No, how can you... What is wrong with you people?
Losian is like, I am used to such incompetence, I'm sad to say. I've learned, he looks at Alicordia and goes, I've learned just to kind of let it roll off my shoulders. No sense in stressing over it.
How can we not stress about it? There's a dead man bleeding all over your arms right now.
All jokes aside, the sheriff is not suspecting of you in this context, but he's, this looks very bad. You are the suspects, whether the sheriff is working with you or against you. And now there's blood, and you've got it on you. Benjamin won't arrest you, but the court of public opinion cares a little bit less.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah, Losian looks at Alicordia and goes, you can... blood. You can smell the iron. And he goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink.
We want to put him in the fountain?
Just a bead of sweat comes down Losian's head. He's like, give me strength.
Well, who murdered him? Is there anything...
Can I examine the wound?
Investigation.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Investigation. Let's search the area, see if we can figure out what's going on.
What do you want me to do to examine the wound? What check?
Medicine.
23 on that medicine check.
Ooh, that is a 21.
Okay. So what are you looking for specifically? Are you trying to find where the incident occurred, or like looking for
I wanna
suspects around?
I want to follow the blood trail.
The difficult thing about the blood trail is that it appears that his throat was cut and he just like flailed about in panic because there's almost like a cyclone of blood all along the square. But it doesn't leave the square. So while it provides you no useful direction of travel to follow a suspect, it does tell you that it happened pretty close nearby. So the person, if you are able to catch them in the next few minutes, might not have the chance to remove the blood from their hands. It also means that it happened like seconds before you arrived, possibly. No more than 1 to 2 minutes at the utmost.
Okay.
Additionally, with your medicine check, and this will factor into your investigation check, his throat was slit with what appears to be some sort of shorter, hooked, almost curved knife. It reminds you a lot of the kind of things that you saw.
The leather worker. Who's the leather worker in town?
Leather worker or any kind of people unloading crates would also have these.
Okay, like a hawkbill?
Yeah.
Okay. Great for disemboweling, Losian says as he glances over at the Shire Reef.
What?
Wait, what?
So a hawkbill, right?
Yes. Common in the leather trade, I think with some woodworking, and I guess apparently if you're working in a, say, a dock loader or a, yeah, I guess a dock loader. Like warehouse worker.
Like somebody who would be working at a warehouse. Like
we say warehouse at the exact same time.
And then a second later you hear, warehouse. I rolled an 11.
Okay.
I thought you were making a joke like, where's the house?
Warehouse?
No, he's just like,
That's like,
it's such a fine line to walk between this guy being a little bit dumb and still competent.
Yeah, I get you.
that building turns into a house under a full moon. Okay, so I guess with the warehouse comment, Alicordia is going to start booking it towards like whatever the path is leading towards the warehouse that she would know of.
Do you have a particular warehouse in mind? Are you referring to
the
merchant's warehouse?
The merchant's warehouse, yeah.
Reginald's
Reginald's shopkeeper.
You're not that far from the front of the building. You just left Reginald not a minute or two ago.
Yeah.
So it would just be a simple cut around to the back of the building to get there.
Okay, then she's going to book it. She's going to start running, and then can she do like a perception check while she's running to try to hear, like to see if there's anyone else like actively trying to go?
Yeah, for sure.
That's a 14.
No immediate sounds jump out, but you can hear the hubbub of like activity and people working a little further away. And as you dart over to behind the warehouse, you find several of the staff members from the market are just coming out. They've just finished their meeting, and one of them is wearing an apron, and he's covered in blood.
I want to book it over to him.
And as you cut to him, he starts picking up pieces of meat from the stand and like moving them inside, and he's just got like blood dripping down from the meat.
Damn it! She keeps on looking around to see if there's like anyone else that has like some type of suspicious kind of like looking over their shoulder as they're walking away kind of thing.
You can make an insight check for that. Kind of get the idea of people's mindsets.
That's 18. Nope, 19. Sorry.
There's a little bit of hubbub and kind of bustle in this part of town, so there are some people coming and going, much less than there would be at kind of the apex of the day. Nobody really jumps out as immediately suspicious.
She's going to tail the guy covered in blood then.
You follow him into the store and you see him putting the meat onto a slab, and he's using a hawkbill knife to kind of cut the butcher's twine off it, and then he puts it down and he's butchering the meat.
There was only some way I had some type of telepathy to talk to people.
We cut to a crate. The church group meeting has gathered, and then Reginald goes, "Oh, no, wait, actually, There's a hubbub in the middle of the square. Perhaps today is not a good time for our 6-hour-long chanting sessions. Just a quick 20. No, they clear out. And the room empties, and you're able to crawl out of the crate if you'd like to.
Oh, yeah.
I was hoping Shun's like, no, I stay here. I spend the rest of the campaign in this box. I come out at night and I eat for free.
Shun, as you crawl out of the box and you kind of explore the shop for about 1 minute, you hear Alicordia out back. Just to give you an idea of how long has actually transpired, because the staff meeting scene, while hilarious, went probably much longer than... You got in the store for a reason. What are you hoping to find?
Yeah, I'd like to do a little investigation around. I'd like to check out the boxes of goods. See if I can find something, incriminating, right?
Why don't you roll 2 things for me? An investigation check and a perception check.
That is a 10 for investigation.
Okay.
And that is a 14 for perception.
So you're looking around and there's a bunch of very large crates and they're sealed and they're kind of stacked up to the point where it's like, short of prying crates open, you can't really look much further into it beyond the crest that you've already seen. But because you were in the box and you were looking around for a while, you did notice a couple things. You see there is a back staff office area.
And Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh!
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
I thought you were making a joke about like her candles that she makes and sells.
Not for later.
There is a crate of goop.
Shun just, thinks in his mind. He's like, man, I just wish Alicordia or Losian were in here to help me kind of sort through this stuff a little bit. And Alicordia being right outside.
I'd say you feel a
Here's
very
it.
familiar and distinctive anger radiating from it back.
It's got his own brand of anger.
Yeah.
That's meant
No, and that you
Yeah.
very easy to direct. You're sending your thoughts to the right person without a line of sight. You've got like a connection, maybe. No shenanigans is what I'm saying.
okay. Yeah, I kind of, send thoughts to her of like,
Have you ever had a dream that you had you could want him to do you so much you could do anything?
That's what he says to you.
Alicordia just like, what the fuck is that?
yeah, I send her a message like, come into the shop and help me kind of.
She's like, oh, and starts patting her head. She's like, oh my God, don't do that. What? Can you hear me?
And Shun's just like, what the? Where are you? Show yourself. Like, what? No need to hide in here. Where are you? Seriously, where are you in here? I can't find you.
Did you get out of the box? Like,
Yeah, I'm out of the
cool.
box.
Yeah, I thought you were still in the box. It's like, I can't see you in here, man.
Can't see you. Can you see me? It's pitch black.
I can't
in here.
see you. You can't see me. I am hidden.
It's a telephone, you idiot. I'm in the front of the store. I think I found the murder. There was just a murder.
Who died?
John Cryer got killed. He ended up in Losian's arms. He bled everywhere. I think I might have followed the murderer here.
You hear as Losian catches up behind you,
And Losian just made it.
and he sees you talking to yourself, and he goes,
Take
"Oh,
a
no."
swig from your water skin, but it's wine.
My wineskin. And I look at Alicordia like, oh no, she's finally broken. She's lost.
Nope.
Are there
Just-
demons in your head, child?
No, Losian. There's... Oh!
Hey, I can hear Losian chanting again.
Oh my God!
Is he saying a prayer for John Cryer?
Is
I've heard him do this before when people die.
at least it's not. At least it's not John Mayer. Is guy with the apron, say, like, still over there kind of thing, doing his thing?
Yes.
Okay, she's like, Losian, I think that was the man. He had an apron covered in blood. He's got a hawk's bill. He looked extremely suspicious. I think that's him.
The guy covered in blood?
Yes.
That tracks. Losian touches you on your shoulder and he says,
Only spots covered by a bathing suit.
he says,
What?
By a bathing suit.
excuse me.
No, not covered by a bathing suit.
What?
What is
No,
going
you
on?
said what you said.
No, that's the wrong way around.
He says, Alicordia, set aside your greed. He touches you on the shoulder and he goes, no one else need die needlessly this week. Referring to John DeFranco and this guy and other people. And he casts guidance on you. You get a D4 to 1 ability check for 1 minute.
Yay.
Now let's go talk to this guy.
You got it.
You're more intimidating. Well, you're probably more intimidating than I am. I don't know. You go and you get in his face and I'll back you up. I've got your back, girl.
Got your back, girlfriend.
Is Shun on his way?
I have no idea.
Where are you guys? Like, I can hear you guys, but I
So
don't-
the question then, Shun, with this fun little narrative of yours is, are you exploring different parts of the store or are you gathering with your party?
I have been exploring different parts of the store. I haven't really found anything useful per se.
I'd say we're at a crossroads where you can make a choice. You can head to the back office or to this encounter, but since they're happening simultaneously and there's a lot of hustle and bustle in the store, it might be harder to get back to the back office. You know it's empty and available right now.
Oh, I'd go for
I
the
should
back
phrase.
office.
Yeah. Okay. So you're going to skirt off to the back office then where you see a simple desk,
Fine, I'm just leaving without you guys then.
bunch of filing cabinets, and just like quill and paper all over the paper, memos and stuff. There's a bunch of things posted to the wall, like sketches of people who have shoplifted, and so like they're not allowed to be admitted to these premises.
One looks like a very large, overweight orc with a chicken on his hand.
Barred for life. Famous theater director and character actor, Orson Welles. And it's just a picture of him with like half a chicken in his mouth, as though they caught him in like a picture, even though it's clearly a
It's
sketch.
clearly a drawing.
And completely empty. You can do whatever search you want.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Search for yourself.
Where am I? Who am I?
I like to, we've kind of
Why
made this running
am
joke that
I?
every time Shun's alone, he just starts jerking it.
By we, you, Clark.
He is
you.
He is a teenage boy. You want to roll an investigation for me? Or?
Sure. Not nat, but 20.
You find the templates of letters. Literally, dear space. It is with great pride and honor that I invite you to come be a traveling merchant who visits our town of Waycombe. We would happily offer economic incentives in order to encourage a robust and meaningful trade partnership between us and your blank. Sincerely, Reginald Edward Herring.
Oh my god.
It's a blank letter, and basically it's just you fill a name in, and he's inviting merchants to come to the village to encourage trade. And it seems like he sends enough of these letters out that he has, like, anytime he learns about a new merchant, he slaps the name in and the name of their township, and then he mails them out via courier. So this is a pretty common occurrence for him to send these out.
I hate you.
I know.
Hmm.
We might as well spend some more time looking around this office. Can probably find some things here.
Yeah, steal some stuff.
Actually, is there anything valuable in the office?
Yeah.
You just hit the no sale button on the register.
You open up.
I could just take so much money. How much money is in the register? Oh boy.
Here's fun. This is an office, so there's no register, but you open a drawer and there's a little lockbox that's just loose in the drawer. And give me an investigation check.
At 20.
There's definitely a painting of Reginald and his family, and it's just like half off the wall, kind of. And you go over and you move it, and there's a safe in the wall.
How is the safe locked? Like what kind of key? I check under the floor mat.
There's definitely like I'm going to let this nat 20 ride. There's a loose floorboard there for sure.
Beautiful. Yeah, I check under the floorboard for a key.
There's for sure a key. Yeah.
I
I'm giving you more than I wanted to.
I
with
open the
this nat 20.
safe. And I grab that little lockbox.
The inside the safe, there's a couple different things. There is 15 gold pieces. 2, a sketching of Reginald as a little boy. He's got one of those caps and like
Like a
big
beanie with a
lolly.
propeller?
Yeah, and a big lolly. But you can tell he's still got that same sinister goatee. So he's walking down the street like, I'm a child. Oh, God.
It's like, what's the kid from Meet the Robinsons? None of you get that reference. But
Nope. And 3,
I'll show you later.
torn off
Bean.
crest or sigil belonging to a merchant. Looks like it was torn off of a piece of clothing.
The ox?
Yeah, it is a box. But also, there are 2 others that you don't recognize.
Ooh, very good.
Oh,
What are the sigils?
what a strange red herring.
Well, there's obviously butt ox. And then there is one that it's 2 fish. And they're swimming different directions in the current.
Trying to figure if that's a joke or not, and I can't.
Sometimes I just make a sigil up on the spot. It's the Concurrent Streams Shipping Company. And then the third one is it's a mustache on a circular face. And it says, business only in the springtime. Springles. The most important thing is that you have found sigils of merchants. Thank you.
All right. And this lockbox, am I able to get it open at all too, or no?
It's sealed with a number combination,
Okay.
but you can just pick the box.
Yeah. I pick that up, pocket that, and I take the 15 GP. I'll take the picture of Reginald just because, take everything that was there.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Don't know why, but sure.
Yeah, I
This
don't know
is
why I-
incriminating.
And then the 3.
And how do you
Your Honor,
explain
I'd like-
this?
I would like to show exhibit A.
That is Daddy took me to the store.
Um,
I saw a homeless man fell down and we laughed together.
and then I put everything back as well as I can, and I head.
You mean
Back.
like you replace the drawers
Yeah.
and the painting so that it looks like you were never here? You don't put the items.
No, not the items.
There was a moment.
You sketch a charcoal drawing, a facsimile.
But it's like the camera zooms out and it's like Shun posing naked. I censored the privates. We cut back to the 2 of you in front of the butcher's counter.
How do you want to do this? Do you want me to talk or do you want to do the talking?
You better the 2 is talking.
All right. Hail and well met, butcher.
He turns around. He eyes you up and down. And he just does the face nod like the sup.
Now, I understand it makes sense for you as a butcher to be covered in blood all day. That's, what kind of knife is he using right now? Meat cleaver or hawkbill?
Meat cleaver. The hawkbill is just lying there on the counter.
Does it have fresh blood on it?
Oh, yeah.
I look at him and I go, I'm going to cut right to the chase, Mr.
Butcher.
Mr. Butcher.
Peace. Mr. Butcher was my father. Just Butcher.
I'm going to be cut right to the chase. I think you're a murderer. Of humans. Or humanoids, at least. Not just animals.
Dun, dun, dun.
He says, this probably hurts my cause, but humanoids are animals. But why would you accuse me of such a thing?
Oh, I don't know. There's been 2 people found dead in town this morning, one of which was killed by an instrument. Much like your very hawkbill right here. And I pick it up. Yes.
When?
You tell me.
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, less than 10 minutes ago.
Ah. During the staff meeting?
What stuff?
Well, we just had a staff meeting with all of the staff from the merchants.
What?
We were all present. It was my birthday.
It was your birthday. What? Happy birthday.
No. That can't. Don't wish him happy birthday.
We had ice cream cake.
No, don't wish him. It's ridiculous.
Insight check.
Yeah, go for it.
You get to add your D4 if you want. If you want.
Yeah.
18.
Can.
I mean, this guy feels shady, but it also does feel like it's his birthday. You're getting distinct birthday vibes.
All right, I get the sense that today is your birthday. Happy birthday. Hope you had a nice meat pie. How old are you, Mr. Butcher? Or sorry, just Butcher.
56.
I thought you were going to say like 15. 5. Okay, well, then let me just ask you this. And I slowly put the hawkbill back down. Who else in town would have a knife or access to a knife like this?
Me. The 6 employees of the market.
How many employees?
6.
Sorry, it sounded like someone belched way off in the distance. I'm not sure if you heard that or not.
And like, he points to the sign of Works and Wells and he goes, "It can't happen again." they pull metal things down to brace the
town
windows.
goes into
Someone
lockdown.
locks the door, puts a big bar behind it. Me, every other employee of this merchant, the tanner in town, and then, I mean, the mayor has tools for every trade.
Mr. Butcher, I want to thank you for your time. And I look at Alicordia and I go, very well. I know who did it.
He takes out a fish and begins chopping it in front of you. Nature check.
Fish? A fish? A fishy?
There's a small child inside the fish. It
8.
is disguised.
I just got an 8.
I don't have any inspiration. I rolled a 5.
It's a very small fish. Red in color.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Butcher, do you guys ever have town hall meetings?
Yes.
How do you summon these meetings? Is there a town bell? Or don't tell me it's the town crier that does it.
The town crier who does it. That's his job.
Does he have a bell that he uses or something?
Oh, no, his voice was his instrument. Although, I will say, that lisp was pretty annoying.
The what?
He had a lisp. Don't you remember?
Oh, vaguely.
No.
Vaguely, I remember. This rings a bell now. Okay.
I only talked to the guy like twice.
Yeah. Very well. Alicordia, follow me. And I go into the center of town.
Hey, what?
Where's Shun?
He holds up John Cryer. Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Like a
puppet.
I'm not dead yet. I feel happy. Shun is, making his way back from the office, and on his way out, he does check the cash register real quick.
The cash register has staff at it now.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then he will.
I'd say you got one place to check before business went back to normal.
Yeah, that's fair. Is there a roll for stealth, I suppose, to get out, or?
You're out of the
Unseen?
office, so now you're just walking around a supermarket.
Okay. In which case, yeah. Leave the store. That's a good dong doodle up there.
Wish it was in me.
It's always in you to give.
So to the center of town, what do you do? You have all met back up.
Hello, Shun.
Shun, what was this
Hey, so
weird hogmanay that I was hearing in my brain here?
What do you mean? Where were you in there? Like, I was looking all. I could not see you.
I don't know what kind of weird mental thing you're doing with your brain that I hear your secret, gross, innermost thoughts. I don't want to hear this anymore. Just turn it off.
You literally didn't hear anything gross either. But that would be 100%. Yeah, no, I would 100% be what it is, but it's like, there's been nothing.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Like a light switch. Go, like, Reginald, his middle name's Edward. Did you know that? But anyways, and his last name's Harrington. Kind of a weird last name, a little sketchy, but you know, it sounds fishy to me.
Fuck him. Fuck you stupid. Do you already have one of these?
No, I don't. Gladly take that.
That's what she said.
Oh.
In the butt.
He had a vault that had these sigils in it, and like this is the one that would have been torn off that merchant that we found dead.
Well, that just proves it. Wait. Losian, where did you leave Benjamin's cell?
But like he was in there by himself, and like he never said anything
I left
sketchy.
I saw you run off, and I didn't think about it. I just left him behind.
Like he was in there the whole time.
Next to
I heard John Cryer died.
Next to the corpse of, and I look, is the corpse of the town crier still there?
It's gone.
Right. I left him right next to the corpse of.
Oh no, he's just over there.
And then out from an alley he comes and he's covered in blood and he's like, I took care of it. This is what you wanted, right? Secrecy.
What?
You wanted me to dispose of the evidence?
What evidence?
Oh no.
What have you done? What is wrong? Alicordia's like massaging her temples like, this town is insane.
There's one crate that's just leaking. Well, y'all wanted to keep this on the down low, right? So I took care of it.
Losian looks at you and he goes, No, not at all. We're actually trying to get this to bubble up to the surface. We want this to get all the coverage it can get.
I understand. And he gets a crowbar and he starts prying
Yes.
open a crate. And he just tips it on its side and a bunch of cubes of person come out.
Oh my god, cubes of person?
Yes.
He wouldn't fit.
Wait,
A split second
we
before
weren't even
the
in there
box
for more than
actually
5
opens,
minutes.
Shun's
Like,
like,
you're good at something.
someone please tell me that's just a really beat crate of turnip.
By the
Beets.
whip.
Not turnips. Beets are red.
By the what?
By the whip. Upon the rack, that is. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm very proud. I did it quickly and efficiently.
Okay, so who you think you know who it was?
Yes, but I want everyone in town here for this.
Can we just
'Cause I-
stop for a second and realize that this guy who was supposed to be the sheriff of the town just sliced up and diced and murdered somebody else
Yes.
and then dropped him into a crate?
Sometimes justice means getting your hands dirty.
I know who did it.
Just,
And most of all, I'm going to tell you all how it was all done.
was it what?
Do you want me to pull the dong deer?
Pull the dong doodle.
He goes over to a box that's like locked and it says Reeve, Alderman, and other use only. And he opens it with a key and he pulls a string, and in the center of the town you hear.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, you hear that. The summons.
As it was foretold.
And all over the town you hear small handheld versions going. The entire township starts to gather around the town square.
There's a very small carriage in the middle of town, and like people just continue to get out of it forever.
Dig wins.
The alderman walks up and he's got one of those in the air. Just going, everyone remain calm. The town gathers. Obviously, not everyone shows up, but like, you know, a couple notable people aren't. Like the blacksmith arrives, the butcher, the baker, candlestick maker. The people come out of the merchant shop, as well as in the distance, standing in an alleyway, one of them with a rolling pin, just doing the like smack it into his hand.
A shadowy figure.
Shadowy figure of several chefs, so you can see the outlines of their hats. Everyone kind of gathers, and they say there's blood everywhere and like a box.
With cubed human pushed out of it.
What is the purpose of this town meeting? It's me, Alderman Dan. Normally I ring the dong doodle.
Yes, I apologize, and I do not mean to disrespect your dong-doodling abilities, Mr. Dan.
One must never misuse a dong doodle.
Yes.
That would be a wrong doodle.
However, there is grave news. Grave news. There's been another murder.
He looks at the box and he goes, yes, it would appear there has.
And then your chief law enforcement was trying to cover it up. Now, I find it quite odd that the butcher alerted me that it seems to be that I'd say most, if not everyone in town, has access to the murder weapon.
And like 20 people pull out hawkbills.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, we didn't even say what it was.
Visual aid. Oh, let me back up real quick. I guess I could do it
Yeah, I was
now.
imagining you held it up in
Yes.
the air and like just so many people.
Yes. And I close my eyes when this happens because I see all the knives and I go, ooh, I wish to be your messenger today. And I cast guidance on myself because I might need it here. So I'm going to concentrate on that while I keep talking. And I go, now, I've also found it quite suspicious that for every death that has happened since we've been here, you've all tried to blame it on us when we know that we're innocent. There's clearly lies, clearly conspiracy, and since it doesn't point to any one person, that means everyone here is guilty.
The crowd gasps.
Like us two?
Alicordia also stops and like,
Except for,
All of us?
Except for you, me, and you.
and just looks at Losian and is like, what?
This is a town conspiracy. In fact, Shire Reef Cell said it himself when we first got here. Grand conspiracy. So, shame on all of you. You're all murderers. You've all been... I mean, you...
Do you think it's a really good idea to like confront a whole town of murderers?
Oh, it's the best way
like,
to do it.
right
The
in front of
best way to
them?
do it. Yeah, provoke the masses to get a response. I mean, it was quite obvious when we first got here. First, the carriage, which we found with a dead body next to it. Now, with all the people coming and going, I'm not sure. I'm surprised no one else in town found it. And then we went back to find it. To find it a second time to show it to your Shire Reeve. It was missing, odd, almost like it had been smuggled away, covered up, only for the reused parts of the wagon to be found in the general shop with horse meat, fresh horse meat on top.
Some guy in the background's like,
That's the best type of old meat you can find in the village.
I like it aged.
It's freshest of times.
And then the one person in town who's probably going to be honest with you, with us, Mr. Taint. Interesting. Was he going to taint your town? Am I reading into this too much?
I don't
And
think
then-
you're using the word the right way.
Why do you have to bring that up, man? That's like a private thing.
And then he turns up
I know,
dead in the
Tates aren't
fountain.
very private.
Turns up dead in the fountain. And then just this very morning, the town cried. Was he going to talk to us? I can't remember.
No, but it was mentioned that he had a terrible lisp that made it difficult for...
I think
I
we're
guess
gonna go
people-
talk to him, and then we
Oh,
found him
yes.
dead.
The flawed town crier. The man whose very voice was the source of his job and has a lisp. A speech impediment. You are the most intolerant town I've ever come across. Shame on all of you.
You came across the whole town? That's disgusting.
Oh my god.
Shame on all of you. So, Alderman Dan, you are in charge of a murderous, conspiratorial cover-up town. And then I go, golf clap. Well done. You tried to pin it on us all, but I saw through your ruse.
Alderman Dan just like goes, "What? This is
Insight check.
preposterous."
Can we all do inside checks on this
Yeah,
guy?
sure.
14.
19. Oh, baby.
18.
Actually, no. Not necessarily insight check on the... Can we do like a mass insight check on like
The town.
the town?
Yeah. Well, how about we say you're looking for who looks genuinely surprised in the crowd?
Yeah.
The people who look genuinely surprised in the crowd include Reginald, the world's biggest red herring. The sheriff seems quite surprised by all of this. The tanner, pretty much the only people who don't seem surprised are Daniel and the chefs. And Daniel says, What a fantastical theory of yours. This is wild. This is some wild stuff, I must say. Shire, arrest these men for murder. And Shire looks at the three of you and goes,
I say, don't do it, Shire. You know that we're innocent.
Like, on what grounds?
Honestly, you just...
These grounds. Dirt.
You honestly just cut up somebody else.
I was hiding evidence for y'all.
Wait.
Because I thought we were like doing subterfuge. And the alderman goes, arrest them. And the sheriff goes, you know what? I think I'm going to... And he points at Losian and goes, I'm going to follow that one's lead. He seems to know what's going on.
Well done, Shire.
And the alderman goes,
The power of friendship.
That's disappointing. It truly is. You're wrong, though. We never had any intention of framing you for murder. We intended to murder you. Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess that's a relief.
And a bunch of them open up their coats and they've got like the symbol of Loth. They're like, we just need to, sacrifice meat.
Whoa, that's an evil one.
Oh, so that was human meat in the...
Oh, yes.
Losian goes, oh, so that's what we ate?
Yes, I give all of the meat and the things I need to hide to Reginald chopped up real nice so he doesn't know what's what.
Oh, dude, that's so not cool.
And Reginald goes,
Oh, that's a big boy, isn't he?
Oh, well, what about...
I don't think it matters at this point.
So you murdered these people in the name of your god Loth?
Normally we only murder the people that we bring to town. I dupe Reginald into bringing merchants in. Of course, from time to time the law comes sniffing around, so we had to hire the sheriff to cover our tracks and make it look like he was guilty. But then you three came along and chef's kiss. And in the background you hear 5 chefs go.
Well, I guess his Alicordia pulls out some sunglasses and just puts them on. It's like, oh, I don't have a good joke for this. God damn it.
The Who just starts blasting.
Oh, no, hold on. I got something for this. His Alicordia pulls out some sunglasses and just puts them on.
Have you ever had a dream?
No. So I gotta...
that you do.
Okay. Pulls out the glasses and puts it on her eyes and goes, well, it seems you're the leader of this town for all demand reasons.
That was the best you got?